So yeah, we decided just to have one car for the rest of our lives when we got married 12 years ago. We did just fine. Yeah, everyone said you're not going to be able to do this. You know, you're idealistic. Oh, wait till you have kids. Blah blah blah. But what it kind of for us, what we learned is that we had to live in the central city wherever we lived, and so that's actually been a wonderful blessing coming out of that, because living in the central city has been awesome. We love it, and we've learned to love the old homes. Didn't take long to learn that. Another really big one is decision to buy local produce, just local food. What they pick Monday gets to us Tuesday, and you pay for it, but it's got all the nutrients you need, and it tastes delicious. To me, those are probably the two biggest things, thinking that the average food item travels 1,000 miles. Just the average food item. I don't really feel like I've made any sacrifices. Again, living in the urban, or whatever, East Sacramento, downtown Sacramento. So yeah, it's just been really nice. I know the people at the bike store, I know the people at Coffee Works, I know the people at the thrift store, just because they're all right in our neighborhood. I see the same moms at the parks, because obviously same community. So yeah, I don't think it's been a sacrifice at all. We hate urban sprawl. I mean, just looking at the landscape and looking at communities that just keep going, I feel, just we don't want to see another Los Angeles. And I think that's a huge motivator. When you see or you hear people that are in their cars for 45 minutes, just one way every day, commuting, and what that does to them, and not to mention the air pollution and everything. It's just, yeah. So I think just really being turned off from urban sprawl, seeing communities that have that, and just wanting nothing to do with it. I came to visit a friend who was up here, and she drove my other friend and I all around just Central City, and I was like, oh my gosh, most cities have an old core, but this one is way bigger than any old core city I've ever seen. So, and the trees, like I said, and the bike trail, I just thought, this is the place we're going to move to. So, I love my public space. I mean, I'm very social. I'm very much an extrovert. But I would trade in the big yard and all the maintenance that goes with that, for sure, just to have a really awesome park. Living downtown with McKinley and Curtis Park and Lamb Park and just all the beautiful parks where I can get out and be like, ooh, people, society, civilization. I don't feel so alone being a stay-at-home mom, and I'm running into people I know. And there's things like the library here, and there's things for kids here, and there's a beautiful rose garden, and there's, at Lamb Park there's so much golfing, and there's everything. Honestly, this sounds so radical and crazy, but if you lived in a suburban area, if you could just sell your house and move to a central area, I mean, that itself would be monumental, in so many ways, just living in the central city, because you really could bike everywhere to get everything. If you did use your car, it'd be very short amount, very few miles. It would change your attitude about things. I mean, it would just change everything. That would be my biggest thing, is, yeah, you pay more for a smaller house or for a rental house or whatever in the downtown area, but there's a reason you're paying more. You're getting so many benefits for living in the downtown area. You're going to get fresh air, you're going to get exercise, you're going to save so much money. You might be able to not have a car with all those things.